Hello there, welcome back to Banished. Last time, well, we continue with our food project, or food village, down southeast here. And it's slowly but surely happening, I guess I should say. Once again, slowly but surely. The biggest issue has been that there has been a number of people who have died of starvation due to the simply the distances, which is, well, a little bit frightening to think about, really. But I think we have found a good balance here now. Most of the people who are, well, living here are employed here, and I guess that's a good thing. But we also have to consider what we're going to set up here. So I'm going to do that right now. What I could do is potentially set up some farms here. 14 times 14 is my default setup. So I could set up a ton of farms here, actually, around. But what I think we're going to do is the original plan, which is to set up some pastures. And the reason for that is fairly simple. By setting these things up, I'll be able to make sure that I have enough food. We'll also build some more tailors in order to make sure that we actually produce enough clothes, which right now doesn't actually seem to be doesn't really seem to be all that likely. So what we are going to do is build, I think, make the area down here into a pasture haven. And what I mean by that is basically that we're going to put mostly cattle and sheep in here, and hopefully that'll be enough for. That'll be a way to make something work here. But I think I'll also use some sheep most likely. So that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to remove this one. But yeah, I would have really liked to have a map mode more or less, where you could see where you could build and where you couldn't build. I have no idea if that actually. No, that's just a minimap. I have no idea if something like that does exist. Doesn't actually. I can check. No, it doesn't seem like something like that exists. But I prefer the map that actually showed you simply green and red, depending on where you can build and where you can't. But I think what we're going to do in this area here is basically set up a couple of more houses and try and make best out of it. I think I'll actually build a couple of houses on this side too, just to, well, try and use the space a little bit more effectively, which should be fairly alright. Did I mess this up? Yeah, I messed this up. I think I placed them one step too far back. Yeah, I did. Doesn't matter, we'll work around that, but yeah, I'll probably build more houses in this area, and then we'll build pastures, farms, whatever we need. And I think I might actually use the area here and here more or less as another house area, and then we'll set up farms and whatever in this, well, flatter area over here. So that will be my plan. How it will actually end up is still a little bit, or very much, a uncertainty. I think we'll set up a pasture here, 12 times 12, build roads around that, and other than that, just to try and once again use the space a little bit more effectively, we'll set up a pair of stockpiles here, just because of the fact that I can, well, build them into the area. But yeah, I'll try and set up the area, and we'll see how it all ends up. So I've set up a, well, kind of system here. We have a pasture here, we have another one here, a longer one. Then we have a big one here and a big one here, and we're probably going to fill houses in between here. I would presume. We might actually set up an orchard here potentially and do some house building. Well, I don't know really where I would put them, but probably in this area if we can't actually fit in a farm. Or potentially down here we'll probably build a couple of houses. But the problem is, once again, we kind of need to place them within of the circle, so there'll probably be houses here in between the two pastures. We'll also set up a farm here and a farm here. I'll build more farms to the right here once we actually get what I currently have well planned set up. That is the goal. So once this is built, then we'll figure out what to do next. But for now, we'll just clear the area, set up the pastures and farms, and then we'll decide on what we'll do. As you remember, I did say that we do need more tailors, so I decided to build 4 tailors here. It's not the most efficient use of the space, but I think it should be alright. I should be able to make something here. Died of old age. A lot of people are dying of old age here. Luckily enough, no one has died of hunger yet this winter. But as you know, the reason people die of hunger during the winter isn't because of the farmers acting as laborers, means that, well, they kinda are all over the place. They don't actually die of hunger, they die of the walking. It should actually be called died of exhaustion, I dare say. But yeah, we are going to build 4 tailors here, and hopefully that will allow the code production to reach the level that I would like to have it at, more or less. There we go, died of starvation. It was really just a matter of time here, unfortunately. A food merchant. I don't think I have anything I want. Well, I don't think you have anything I want, so we're just going to dismiss you. I think we have enough food to last a fair amount, especially considering the amount of people that die of starvation. 3 people so far, but the worst part about this isn't there isn't really too much I can do about it. I can't really order people to not work there. The only thing I can do is, I don't know if there's anything I can do. They will run down there anyways. I can't really tell them to, no, you can't walk down there. I don't think I can, at least. Can I? Might I? I think I do know a very simple fix, though, to be perfectly honest. And that fix is to build the bridge. The long bridge. The long bridge. I think we're actually going to build that, and hopefully that'll fix some of the issues. It won't fix all of them, but it should fix some of them. Hopefully. That's actually kind of what this is. This is a gamble. I have no idea if it will actually fix anything, but I can always hope it will fix something, which is kind of what the goal here is. Also, of course, the problem that logs themselves will become, well, short in supply, more or less, is going to also be a problem. So I'm going to also try and start ordering logs now. I think it's actually going to be necessary. 4th and 5th victim observation has been found here, but let us see if we can build the tailors and start producing enough coats for the entire village, more or less. That is the goal. I'm just going to keep on doing what I have. We're going to build the area to the east. We're going to set up these 4 tailors and potentially build a couple more houses in this area to, well, put someone at work in these places. We'll see. So, as you can see, the building of the area is coming along nicely. We have some cattle here, we have some chickens up here. The problem, of course, is that there's too few workers in this area, so people are being, well, shipped from the city, which is a problem. So I've set up the building of, well, a ton of houses here, which should probably solve that issue, well, to some extent, rather nicely. We're also going to set up some more a sheep pasture here, along with another cow pasture. So that should help a little bit. And on that, we'll just keep on trying to make everything work here. I'll probably set up an orchard in the middle here. I'll probably build some more houses in the middle here. Also find a good place to set up a well in case of any more fires. Don't really want to play with those. But the building of the bridge here is kind of putting me in a awkward spot because of the simple fact that it's been using so many logs that I had to actually take people out of the woodcutting business to just actually have enough people to work. Luckily enough, we do have one issue with the tailors. I built way too many of them. I simply needed 1, not, well, 4. I went a little bit too harsh out on that, but at least now I won't have to build any more tailors in the future. I'm not sure if that's a blessing or a curse. We'll find out very, very soon. I should consider that 4 blacksmiths was enough, that I didn't actually need the incredible amount. I think we can go ahead and up these guys now. We still would like to buy logs. That is a certainty. So if someone brings logs, we're going to buy all the logs, but we're not going to buy food. We have set up a farming system now, and we're going to grow that farming system. So food is not a necessity. It's not something that we need to buy anymore. At least it doesn't seem like it's something we need to buy anymore. I'm also a little bit unsure what I want to do with this area here. I might actually set up some more houses, but once again, I'm a little bit unsure on the on details of what I want to do. But I definitely want to set up some more houses here to solve the farming issues. There is currently someone who's farming that lives up here, that farms down in the south, and that is of course a terrible thing, because the simple fact that the farms, due to the simple walking distance, won't give a terrible yield. So changing him out is probably for the best, no matter how you look at it. Can I actually set up a couple of stone houses up here? Well, I can. Only one though. Can I set up one here? Yeah, well, isn't that outside the... Yeah, it's outside the range. But I'll set up a house at least there. So, I'm going to just keep on doing what I have been doing, which is more or less just mess around. See if I can optimize the city a little bit more. Right now, apparently it's not optimized at all. It's running up there. It'll probably fix itself in a little while. I would at least presume it would. Potentially I might actually just have to set up... Yeah, I will probably have to set up a couple more farms. And that should solve the issue. So, let us continue our farming escapades here. 14 times 14. 14 times 14, and we'll set up a third one too, and I think that should be enough. And then I'll actually set up orchards down here, just to get the achievement to get 2,000 food from orchards, everything, during a single season. Someone died of starvation here. Yeah, the farmer, the hunter. That's a bad farmer and that's a bad hunter. But yeah, people are dying of starvation. They aren't dying of starvation. It's just so goddamn annoying. They aren't dying of starvation. They're dying of walking. That's simply it. So, a lesson: if you take a big map, try and dense your city up. The setup that I'm now is pretty. The only thing it's really efficient for is killing off your people, and it's also very efficient when it comes to stopping fires. Because even if one of your cities burns down, you still have a secondary and a third city that you can use to actually survive. I guess we'll take 300 coal. We'll take about 450 logs. And do I need... Yeah, I need more stone, so I guess we'll take... what will be about... Not 400, 375. Yeah. This is what we'll go for. We have iron, we have, to some extent, logs, but I need more to cut up, so this should work fine. We also need coal. The amount of stored tools should be 500, so we definitely need the coal too. We're going for this trade. And we can also then cut up some more firewood, so it's perfect, it works. But, yeah, we're going to continue the growth here of the eastern city. Once it's done, my city is going to grow rather fast, because people aren't dying of starvation anymore, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out. I might actually have to set up another woodcutter down here, since people are actually freezing. So... yeah, I'll probably have to set up another woodcutter down here. I'm still a little bit unsure what I want to do with this area, though. Damn, a lot of people are dying of starvation. It's not good. I do need a herbalist. It seems like I need more herbalists because herbs are actually being used. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, I'm going to build these 3 farms. That should bring at least some jobs to the area. And I think we're actually going to use the little, I guess what I should call it, area road down here as a potentially industrial area. I guess that is actually the best thing to call it. I'll set up 2 woodcutters more down here now, since I'm actually trading wood too, and also because people are cold over here. So hopefully this will solve the coldness issue, and I should probably set up a stockpile too. There we go. So once again, a lot to be built. Apparently, I'm starting to get the labor issues, because we have 100 children, but once again, it's simply due to the fact that people are dying to starvation. So I think we will not be building anything in this area for at least some time in order to try and protect ourselves, or try and protect the people, more or less. I think I have to just play it out like that. So we'll not be building anything here for a while, and hopefully here we can make sure that or at least not too many die of starvation during the over the next year. But unfortunately, we're out of time. The city itself is doing fairly well. We're in year 42. We have 550 inhabitants, or close to 550, so that is good. I have no idea how this city will actually continue to grow once I get past the micromanagement setup, but I'm pretty sure once we're actually done building here, setting up farms, getting just the right amount of population too, I'm pretty sure this area here will be fine. The city will start growing again due to people not dying to starving to death. And I'll also do a little bit more extra. I'll do a pattern recognition of both this area and also this area once it's actually properly built, so I know where people are and what they're doing. And as I said, I'll have this as a potential housing area. These guys are actually outside of the well, they don't seem to have any problems with that, but outside of the market area, just not the best. But yeah, we're going to continue doing what we have been doing. Let's see if we can make this grow next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.